what it's like. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the pain, get the money out of it. I been eating since a young and since we ain't had money, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, put on my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts of the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Nah, I get it go. Nah, I get it go.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the
climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We spin on, spin move, in zone, go. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Las Vegas Raiders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs.
Carr's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Again, the ball carrier.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The Raider ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Josh Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
It is good.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Raiders 7, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Muhammad. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Now Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Jet.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards.
Frank Gore,
give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Terrell Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Raiders 7, Jets nothing.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The first carry for Josh Adams. They find some open field here. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
It is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make a point.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Darnold completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold now to throw. Got a man. It's Mims. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Darnold to Mims. 1st down, Jets.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Adams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Crowder now to return. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Once more, Adams on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Adams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Time they'll keep it on the ground, and he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Adams down to the 25.
Josh Adams.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12. At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Muhammad. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
A tackle made by Jonathan Abram. That's a gain of 8. Makes it
play action. It's Darnold. Steps away. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 17 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On first down, Carr buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Loss of 9.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 57.
On 2nd down, Muhammad, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets,
Here's Darnold. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Muhammad. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's good.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Darnold's pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And all the way down side, the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at the
more muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively.
Throwing again. Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays to keep the clock.
And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to them here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
On the play.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. I get it to go. I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you lie to yourself if you want. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss.